Welcome to Models Off Duty, the podcast where we hang up our heels, let our hair down, and keep it real. I'm Kimberly.
And I'm April, and we're two models turned besties talking all things life, love, style, and the secrets behind the spotlight. From runway truths
to relationship realness,
nothing's off limits
when we're off duty. So grab your matcha,
get comfy,
and let's dive in.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Models Off Duty. Today we will be talking about social facades and how people show up on socials in one way but potentially have a different personality off screen. Tell me, Kim, how do you think you show up on socials?
How do you think I show up on socials? Because you're the one that's been stalking my social media.
The way that I see you on social media, if I didn't know you, was that, you know, you're a very extroverted person. You're super confident in front of the camera. You know, seeing how you were on shoots or even like on a stage for Miss Universe Philippines or like Miss Universe Australia. Like, it's pretty crazy to see how confident you are. And when you see you at events as well, you know, you're really confident, you're outgoing, you're extroverted. But in reality,
that's not always the case. I definitely think I'm more of a extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
And I think that on my social media, I do like to show my confident self and what I do on jobs in modeling. And I think that has allowed me to become such a more confident person. But naturally, I am very much introverted. I'm that shy, that awkward girl, but I learned to embrace that now, and I don't let that stop me from doing the things that I love. And I think I could say that's how I kind of see your social media as well, right?
How do you see me?
I see you as like someone that's really a big social butterfly. Like, you love going to events, you love being around people, you love being on shoots, and you're working constantly. Like you're hustling if I don't already know you. But yeah, I know that you also do love to just chill and have your time to just decompose and just decompose. Is that what the word is?
Decompress.
Decompress. What's
sending me to a grave?
Decompose dying. Decompress. You know what I mean?
She wants to kill me, guys. Yeah, I think I'm actually an extroverted introvert as well. I think for people that don't actually know me, I'm sorry, but the decompose has got me dead.
Literally. Okay.
For those people that don't actually know me, I'm pretty introverted. I know that what I portray on social media, yes, it is one side of me. But the reality is, you know, I go to these events and I'm actually home by like 10 p.m. Makeup off, you know, off duty, face masks on and just chilling. I'm not good with like small talk. I'm someone that probably prefers like more deep and meaningful chats. And I know that, you know, going to these events, you have to be really social. And I am, and that is a part of me. But I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, I think we're both extroverted introverts.
Our jobs that we do encourages us to, I don't know, push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We meet new people. It makes us more confident and we're able to be in any scenario and feel comfortable. Yeah. So I think it does really help. But yeah, it's funny that we see that on social media. It's not always what it seems to be. And often what we do see on social media is all highlighted or created posts. And for example, when we have the shot that we post, it's not always that one shot that we just take and like, oh yeah, that's it. No, it's hundreds. Or
it probably took like hundreds of shots to get there, right?
Yes. I'm sure you are guilty as well. We're scrolling through social media and we see someone just looking amazing. Like, I don't know, like at the beach or like traveling or something, like, I wish I was doing that, or I wish I looked like that. But yeah, we need to often remind ourselves that these are highlighted reels and that's really created photos.
It's kind of like, you know, when I went to Italy a couple of years ago, all of the shots that I posted were shots that I loved so much. But the amount of takes that it took to get a lot of those shots, that's what people don't really see. And it's probably the person taking those shots behind the camera that has to be very patient. Because, it's like, oh, no, the angle needs to be like this, or you need to do this, or I want it to look a certain way, even on a photo shoot, right?
Even more. We have to go through so much different types of lighting, makeup artists are involved just to get this image. So it's very easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves on social media of models or influencers or just people in general.
Yeah.
But we need to remind ourselves, is that really portraying reality as it is?
Yeah. My social media is reality because it's a part of me, and likewise it's a part of you, the things that we do. But I think it's not the full truth because you and I have such public lives. I like to keep some things private, and that stuff is probably my relationships. And it's not about, I'm trying to hide you, but I think it's just like, it's something that I want to keep for myself.
I think it comes down to, it should always be kept between the two of you and your partner, if whether or not you want to share them or vice versa. It should be a conversation that you have together, but then you shouldn't be trying to prove or seek validation from other people to try and keep happy if it's not actually the reality happening in your relationship. Yeah.
And I've seen that go wrong so many times where, a couple behind closed doors are like actually not in a good place, and they think the solution is to like post more happy things, which is actually quite false.
It could be a boost of endorphins at that time, but then is that just covering up the reality of what is really happening?
Yeah. Actually, I read something a while ago about Kendall Jenner, and she has a rule. And that rule is that she won't post someone that she's with unless she's been with them for about a year.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it shouldn't have to be like we have to straight away post it. And it's not because you want to hide them, or maybe you're not sure of them. So that's why you have to wait. Maybe that's why you have to wait a year.
Me too.
Maybe you can do little soft launches, like the back of the head or something.
Or their hand.
Or their hand.
In like a dinner shot. Get people wondering. These days, social media means so much to a lot of people. It is that kind of validation. And so when I am dating someone, I still want to take content of them, but because my life is quite public, I preempt their concerns or their questions, and I always actually say, look, I want to take content of like us and our relationship, but I will never post it without your consent, like on social.
Yeah, and vice versa. You don't want to be taking content as well, and then they suddenly post you, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got hard launched.
Another thing that I think that people get so caught up on social media is the number of likes, the number of followers or engagement that they get. So what do you think about people who buy their followers or likes?
I think that each to their own, but at the end of the day, I would prefer like an engaged community. And I think for a brand as well, what's the point in having 200,000 followers, but not a lot of people actually converting? When you create that community of people, like they're actually invested in like you and your journey and what you're doing. And, I think it's more authentic.
Yeah, 100%. And I know like it might look nice to see the numbers are high, but if they're just ghost followers or bots or not giving you the engagement that you actually want from genuine people, then I don't think it's right. To be honest, you would like the 200,000 followers.
I'd like the 200,000 followers
with high
plus
engagement.
the engagement. Yeah. She knows me well. I think we've pretty much covered everything on social media facades. If there's anything else you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah, or any other topics, more about social media or anything. We're going to be exploring all different types of topics in these coming episodes. And we can't wait to see you on the next.
That's me letting you know.
Oh,
that I'm gonna.
I had an accident.
Hi guys. I heard you laugh. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah,
You've got this. You're a consummate professional.
Yeah.
You're a freaking professional. I'm a professional.
Yeah.
We got this. Ready? For those people that don't actually know me,
You're a professional.
I am.